Hey everyone, this is Ruby Wood, Crafting with the Queen. Happy New Year's to everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. To my subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate that. Please go ahead and like and share this video. And then to the newcomers, if you like the contents of this video, please subscribe to my channel and share it out. I do appreciate it. Today we are going to be working on doing a bling sweatshirt. This is the shirt that I did. We're going to bling this out, and I'm going to show you step by step on how I did this using my Romeo, Siser Romeo machine. And then also I'm going to be using the software that goes along with the Romeo machine, which is Leonardo software. I'm going to show you how you're able to actually cut out your template to put in your bling, which is your rhinestone, into that template. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Happy New Year's, everyone. We are going to get started. We're going to be doing a rhinestone shirt using Siser Leonardo Design Pro. As you can see, my design is right here. I pulled it in, but I'm going to show you how to actually pull this in. I'm going to open up another window here so that you can see. I'm going to go to File, Open, and it's on my desktop. I have it in a rhinestone folder, and I am going to go ahead and pull this design in. It is a SVG, and I'm going to go ahead and click Open. It's going to bring up the option where it says Select Import Option. We are going to do Cut Only. You want to do Cut Only, and then click Next. And this is only for SVG. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, you're going to see two colors here. This design has two colors, so it depends on the design that you're bringing in and the colors. This design has two colors. If you only have one color, it will only show one color. We're going to go ahead and leave it as is, where it says two, and I'm going to go ahead and apply. Now the design is highlighted. It came in as 10.908 by 4.735. You will also see it over here up under properties. If you click on color picker, it will show you the width and the height as well. We're not going to change this. We're going to leave it as the height and the width that it came in. I'm also going to show you in this section on the actual rhinestone size as well. So what we're going to do is already highlighted. I'm going to go ahead and right click. I'm going to go to path. I'm going to break path. And it's going to make each individual rhinestone. You'll see if I click on a rhinestone here, it will show you over to the width. This particular rhinestone is 0.128 by 0.128. That is a good size for SS10. That is what we're going to be using today, SS10. Now you can actually, some SS10 will come as 0.13. That is the standard size for SS10. But today our stone is 0.128. And that is a good size, and the SS10 will actually fit in that size. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the whole picture. I'm going to go back over to properties, click on layers, and we're going to go down to more, and we're going to select shape by color. I'm going to click on that. It already highlighted the brown. I'm going to go ahead and click accept. I'm going to right click again. I'm going to go to path. We are going to combine the path. That means that I'm selecting only the brown color to combine all the brown rhinestones. And how you know it's combined, I'm going to click out of here, and then I'm going to bring my mouse over to the brown. You'll see it turn green. That means everything that was in the brown is combined together. And that's going to print out separately because I'm going to be changing the colors. That's going to be printing out separately from the red. I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything again. I am going to go back over to my property. It is still on layers. I'm going to click on more. I'm going to click select shape by color again, and it's going to highlight the red color, which they call it tomato. I'm going to go ahead and click accept. And then what I'm going to do is right click again, go to path, and we are going to combine that path as well. I'm going to click out of this, and you will see that the red or the tomato color is combined together. That would be the dress, the shoes, and the purse. Okay, so we are all set to actually print this out or to cut this out. We're going to be cutting this out as a rhinestone pattern. I'm going to go ahead and send this design. We're going to choose all artwork that fits on the page. We're going to be cutting that out. And it's already chosen to move each layer to its origin. So I'm going to go ahead and click send. Now, I do need to take a step back because I want this particular design to actually face horizontally. That means face the opposite way of where it's facing now. So I'm going to go ahead and click back to design. I'm going to highlight everything, and I'm going to go up to arrange. I'm going to mirror this horizontally. So I'm just rotating it to a different way. So I wanted it to turn this way, to be turned this way, because I already printed out one and cut out one that will be facing one way, but I want both of the girls to face each other. So this is the reason why I had to do this way. And I'm just going to move her over. Okay, so I'm going to go back to send design, leaving everything checked, same way. We're going to send it. And I want to move her over just a little bit. And now I'm going to make sure everything is done. I'm going to click out here. Yeah, she's all set. And we're just going to be cutting out the top of this. As you can see, we're going to cut out the top of this, and then we will cut out the dress. I'm going to ask it to put an auto weave box on it. And I'm also going to do it as a material road. The flock that I have, I got from Heat Transfer Vinyl. And this is the new flock that they have, which is thicker. And I will let you know what my settings are going to be. We're going to make sure it's on a material roll. You can cut yours on a mat if you want, but I'm just using just the material roll because it is thicker flock. I'm going to use the cutter setting. And when I get to the cutter, I'll show you. I'm also going to use a auto weave box as well. So I want a box around it so it can cut it out for me. I'm going to go ahead and send this to the cutter, and then we're going to go over to the cutter so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now, before I hit confirm, I am actually going to go over to the cutter and I'm going to load this in the machine. So we're going to go ahead and just show you what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead, and forgive me if you hear anything in the background. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did. I actually put the black in the machine. You want to make sure, let me turn it around so you can see. You want to make sure it lines up where the arrow's at, that it lines up on the last, on this line here. I am not using my grip pad to put this on. I'm just using the block. This is thick block. And let me go to my settings so I can show you how I have my settings. And I do need to kind of bring this down a little bit. And how you bring this down. Okay. I'm going to leave it right there. And it's right where I want it to be as far as the cutting. Let me, okay, as far as cutting it. And then I am going to go to my settings, cutting settings, which is the middle one. Let me bring you over so you can see. Let me go back so you can see. I'm going to go to cutting setting, which is the middle one. I have mine set on the strip plot already, but my force is at 45. I'm going to bring my force up. My cut speed is at 13. That's the highest one. I am going to bring my cutting, my force. I'm going to do 49. I believe I did 50. Let's see how far it goes. Yeah, I'm going to go back down. I'm going to do 50 and see how that works out. I'm going to do a test cut just to see. So I'm doing a test cut on it just to see how it's going to look. Let me bring this up a little bit so I can see. And let me get my weeding tool. Because I want to see pull this up a little bit here just to see. I think 50 is good, but I want to make sure. So it did cut out, the box cut out. It looks like it did really good. It is the one, and this is the t-shirt part. It just did the 0. Oh, this is the t-shirt part. So I think it did good. Came right up. But I think that cutting setting is good. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this a little bit more. And bring up make sure it's there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the computer and I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and start it. I am going to time it. I am timing it right now, so it may take about 7 to 8 minutes for this to cut out just the girl. It is still forming. And it looks like we're 5 minutes in. Okay, so guys, I just wanted to let you know, my block came out while it was actually cutting. So I'm gonna have to redo it again. I'm gonna load it in again. And we're gonna redo this again. I had it this way. Now I got to do it. I'm gonna do it on the other side. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna load it in. Hold this down and back my rollers. I'm gonna bring it back over. Okay. And I want it to start closer to the top. Let me bring it down just a little bit more. And I think that should be good. We're going to try this again. And I'm going to start the timer again. And let me make sure it's at 50. Now I was cutting through, so I think I'm going to bring it down 47. So my cutting speed is at 13, which is the highest, and the force is going to be at 47. And I'm going to go ahead and send this now. Let me reset this here. Cutter. 1 second, let me make sure I got everything together. Okay, Wi-Fi connected. Send to cutter. I'm gonna click on yes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start it. This is where I think I'm making my mistake. But we're gonna see. I may have should have it up this way. But we're gonna see. And we'll come back. Okay, so I started this and it is redoing this for me again. Just trying to make sure everything is correct on this. See right there. I think it should be okay now. Hopefully it doesn't come out. But just to let you know, this is my third time doing this. Waste of block. And I just wanted to let you guys know you have to line this up. And if you're going to use it without your mat, make sure you have enough flock in it. Because I had a waste of flock. I mean, I waste a lot of flock. So don't do what I did. Make sure you have enough. I cut a 12 by 12, but it wasn't enough. And this is only cutting out the image of the lady, not the dress or the shoes or the handbag. And I took my force down to 48. And I can feel on the back of it that I could have went down a little bit more on the force. Since I'm not using my mat. Okay, so I put a box around it so it can cut the box for me. Now I'm going to go and see actually how it did. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. Let me get my reading pen here so I can show you exactly. Oh, here it is, right here. How it came out. So I had a box to cut around it. So, well, the box is right here. Probably need to go back up on the force. So this is how it came out. And this is very sticky. I can see. Well, my force was pretty good. I think I'll leave it at that for the sticky part. Okay, so it turned out really good. And this is the part of the lady. Now I'm going to cut out the dress. So let me go ahead and get the pad to put this on. I don't want this to stick to anything but this pad. One second. I'm going to use the cutting mat that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And this is so sticky. I don't know if I like this, but I'm going to lay it there. This is really sticky if you don't lay it down properly. And you see how it puckled right there? So we're going to go ahead and weed this out. Okay. I think I like this better. There we go. And I have enough room to put it on this. Like I said, this is so sticky, so you have to be careful when putting this down. So we got the dress, the purse, and the shoes, and then we got the silhouette of the body. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and brush this in. And we still have, I'm not going to waste this block. We're going to cut this off. That's why I wanted to do the weed box, and we're going to reuse the ends of this. But everything came off. That was at a speed of 13. And then my quartz, I think I had it at 48. So I think it did good. Didn't go through the back. It did really good. So now we're going to go ahead and get our rhinestones so we can put those in. And let me go ahead and get that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the stones in. I'm using a brush, a painter's brush. Stones I am using is champagne. I'm going to use the champagne for the color of her skin, the silhouette of her body. I think I got some champagne open already. This one doesn't seem to be open. Yeah, I have some champagne already open, so we're going to go ahead and use this one. I got these from Amazon. It's these Island. It's the brand. So we're just going to do the whole body, silhouette of the body in the champagne color. So I'm just rubbing it in. It will go in very easy. And remember, the hole size on this was 0.128. Going in fairly easy. And what if I just have a few, I will use my wax pen to put that in. But looks like it's going in fairly easy. Okay. And I'm going to put the rest back in. Okay, so I got a few that needs to be put back in. I'm going to grab my wax pen and I'm just going to add them back in. And make sure I don't have any doubles here. Let's see, that's doubled. Like then. To turn me out. Feel something here. Some here. So you need to rub over it just to make sure they're not on top of each other. Okay. So the hair is pretty much done. Arms okay. And I have one that is turned over backwards. You want to make sure it is put in the right way. I think the body is done. And we're going to get our KT mask, and we're going to, which is transfer tape, but it's called KT mask, strictly for rhinestones. Get on the container so I can put these in. So I'm going to gently move this. I wouldn't suggest you move it if you don't have a flat surface, because you don't want your rhinestones to pop out, but I need to get these on the back. Okay, now I'm going to get the KT mask to actually put this one on. And I'm just going to rub over it one more time to make sure everything is in here, each hole, and there's nothing overlapping. Looks good. Okay, so I have to stand up to do this. Just in the middle, and then I'm just going to lay it down. Okay. And I'll peel it up. One student get in. As you can see, it's coming out very easily. One is not coming. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put it back on to this until I'm ready to press. Okay, she is set. And the next thing, we're going to brush in the dress. So I'm going to brush in the dress with the, what's this, light red. And these are all FS10. I'm only going to do the dress And in the shoes, I am doing in a third color. You can do however you like, but I'm just doing a dress in red, light red. And I will get my wax pen to add the other ones that did not brush in. Okay. And anything that you see that is dabbled, you just want to remove it. And again, I'm going to take my finger and go over this just to make sure I don't have any rhinestones that's doubling up. That looks pretty good. The dress is pretty in red. I'm going to take the reds, light red stones, and put them back into its package. Okay. And then we're going to do the purse and the shoes. Just one more here. The purse and the shoes are going to be in, this is a light one. Yeah, that one. It's not that one. I am going to do the purse and the shoes. They're going to be in Crystal AB. I don't think that'll look gorgeous in the red jacket. Open it up. I'm going to put enough down so I can do all three. Okay, shoes are done. For one of them. And let's do the other one. Okay, and I'm going to push this over so I can get the purse. Let me do it this way. And I'm going to slightly turn it around so I can brush these in. You must be careful, otherwise it will go everywhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use my reading pen and put the other ones in. One more. I think we should be good. Now over in here. And we're going to get the masking tape to actually pull up these. I think that looks good. And we're going to come back and we're going to show you the other one that I did, and they'll be facing each other. Okay, so I have cut out my mask, put the rhinestones in, and this is what I have so far. So I have a lighter version, which I used on this one. I believe, I have to look at that again. I have to look at the color on this one again. Oh, I used champagne for this one. And this is just the outline of the body. And then I use, for the dress, I use light red. And the person is shoes, I'm not sure what color, Crystal AB, I believe, on the shoes in the dress. On this one, I used topaz for the color of the outer body. And I used dark red and AB crystal. So now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do wording for this particular shirt. We're going to bring in rhinestones that's already a rhinestone template using the file that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica. This is the fonts file, but it's in rhinestone. So I'm going to show you how to bring this in. I'm going to go to, actually, forgive me, I'm going to go to text down at the bottom. And I'm just going to type in what I wanted to say. So my saying that I want to do on this shirt is Sisters for Life. So I'm going to type out the word sisters. And the fonts that I want to use is, let's go down. I have brought it in. And this is Rhinestone font that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica. And I think I want to do it in, let's see, Forever. Let me bring it up again. RS07. That was 07, which was Forever. Let's try this. Yeah. There we go. And so what I'm going to look for, it says that when it brings it up, it's SS10, 0.13 inches, and that's the size of the rhinestone. It's 284 points is what I want to use for this one. So I'm going to go back to this, and I am going to bring the text in. Gonna type in sisters. And I'm going to also click on Forever. And in the font size, my apologies, I need to go back here. So sorry. Let me get back. I'm confusing myself. So it's 284 points. I need to go to the convert to put this in to 284 points. And the conversion is going to be 3.9, and then it's 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 fours. So 3.9 and then 9 fours. So we're going to go back. $284. I want to make sure that's right. Okay, and so we're going to go back into Siser, which is our Leonardo, and type in the word sister. And we're going to click on this one, Forever, and then we're going to put in 3.9 and a total of 9 fours. And just want to make sure. I am confused here. Let me go ahead and hit apply. Let me undo this. I'm going to show you how to check your rhinestones. So we're going to right click, go to path, and we're going to break the path. I'm going to click on one. So it's showing it as 0.130. Let me click on another one. This one's showing 0.134. They're not. Looks like some are bigger than the other one. I'm going to retry this again. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring in another word on this. We are using the fonts that I purchased off of Creative Fabrica. We're going to be using the Rhinestone fonts. I've already downloaded, but I am going to go ahead and type in another word, which is, I wanted to put Sisters for Life. So let me go ahead and bring in the other design here that I'm going to use, and then I'll show you how to convert the points into the size that you are going to need. So we're going to go ahead down at the bottom, click on the text, and I'm going to go ahead and type in what I want, which is I'm going to do life. And what I'm going to do is, I think I like that one better, which I'm going to be using the Forever. I think that I like that better. I could use modern. I don't like the modern. Or I can do life as a cursor. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's a little thinner. Yeah, let me bring this one in. So I need to go and find out what the points are on this particular rhinestone font. So let me find out what that is. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, and we're going to go over to Creative Fabrica to find this font. I'm going to type in the name. cut. And we are going to do, here we go. It's this one here. It's going to bring it up. Now, right off, it's going to show me that this is for SS16. I am looking for the SS10 because that's what we're going to use. So I clicked on the third option down here so it can show me the SS10. The points on the SS10, it's saying that it is 456 in point for this particular rhinestone font. So what I'm going to do is take it over to my convert point to find out what the inches is going to be. So it's going to be 556. And it gives me 6 point and then a whole lot of threes behind it. So let's count it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So a total of 9 threes. So it's 6 point and then 9 threes. So I'm going to go back into my Leonardo. Going to click on text. I am going to go ahead and choose cursiva. I believe that's the name of it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm going to type in life. And I'm going to go up to the font size. Just going to highlight it. And I'm going to type in 6 point, and then I'm going to put in a total of 9 threes. And so for some reason, it doesn't let me type the 9th. So maybe not do the point. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's not going to let me do it. So what I'm going to do is put the point. It only let me do 8. But I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And we'll take a look at the size. So the size of this is saying 4.605 in height by 4.360. I am going to go in and break the path on this because I want to see the size of my rhinestone. So that one's in 130, which is 0.13. So that looks good. So I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to highlight everything, and I am going to go ahead and combine the path. Just going to move it over. And now I want to go in and type the number 4. Or should I just put the word 4? Let's take a look here. I think I'm going to use this one here, cursor. And let me put 4 there and apply. I like that one. I think that looks good. It's not close. I think I like that. Let me see if I center this and see how it looks. I want to group it. Let me align it. There we go. Just going to move this over just a little bit so it's not too close. Let's bring this down. So I think that's good. Come in again. Just to make sure, so they're not touching. Looks good. Maybe I can bring this over a little bit. Yeah, let me bring this over a little bit. Let me bring it over a little bit here and just bring this. And just know I'm new at this, guys. So I'm learning with you. So whatever mistakes I make, hopefully you don't make the same. I just need to minimize this here. Let me bring this down here. There we go. So to bring this down, once I did to zoom, I was trying to find out how I could unzoom it. So you just have to click back on the 100% to do that. But what I want to do is to bring this over. So I'm going to move life out the way. And what I'm going to do, I am just choose, let me break the path on this. And I want to take the part life and I want to move it over. And I think that looks good. Just moving it over. And I could bring the E over a little bit. Let me just grab that and bring it over a little bit. And I think that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and combine the path again. And I'm going to move it up. That looks good. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and send a design. And we're going to make sure it fits onto my plot. And there's no different color layers or anything. It's all one color. I'm going to send it to my printer, my cutter, but I want to move it over a little bit. So there we go. And move it up so I don't waste any flock. Everything looks good. And again, I'm going to put this on just using the flock. I'm not going to use a mat. I do want to do an auto weave box around it so I can save my flock. And I'm going to go ahead and have this cut out. Just trying to see. I have some flock that I made a mistake on. And I'm hoping, no, I better go ahead and get some new flock. So we're going to come back to this once I cut out get some new flock to put in the machine. Okay, so when I brought it to, since we're going to be cutting on the same flock, we are going to use one big piece of flock. That's what I'm using. So my settings is already on material roll because I'm not using a mat. And my cutting preset is going to stay on the blade, the standard blade. I am going to use a cutter setting, which is on my cutter, and I want it to auto weed for me. You don't have to do that, but this is my preference. I am going to go ahead and send it to the cutter. It wants me to confirm. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I'm going to go over to my cutter and I'm going to hit the start key. So I'm going to change over so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. You should be able to see it now. And I'm just going to hit the start button. Hope everything works out. I'm going to time this and see how long it takes. Okay, so it actually stopped. I think I did everything correct on this. So we're going to go ahead and take it out of the machine. I'm actually just going to hit the lever in the back for my rollers, and I'm just going to pull it out. And I can feel the back. It did cut, and we're going to go ahead and weed this out. Okay, so I wanted to show you the weeding, the reason why I do the box, because I wanted you to see how easy this comes out. And actually, it did the wrong one. Darn it. I did the wrong one again. It did the dress. It did the dress. I did not reset it. And that's what I'm having an issue with. I'm going to go ahead and take this off since it did the dress. And I'm going to put it on the back of this. I'm going to have to reset my machine. So it looks like I have to cut my machine off and then cut it back on in order for it to reset. So I'm going to redo this again. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you guys to do like I'm doing, wasting your flock. I have to cut another piece of flock to redo this again. Okay, so I am going to iron these designs or put the rhinestone onto this white sweatshirt. I am going to lint roll it, and then I'm going to place it on the shirt. Now, the rhinestones that I'm using a temperature of 350 for 15 seconds. And that should secure it. So I'm just lint rolling it, but I'm going to heat press my shirt just to get the moisture out. And this is a Make It shirt that I got from Michael's on sale. As you can see, it's Make It. It is soft. I like the feel of this one, this sweatshirt, because it is really soft. This sweatshirt I am doing for my sister-in-law, who was here over the holiday, and I told her I would do a shirt for her. We just actually like sisters. We're not sister-in-laws. Technically, we are sister-in-laws, but we act like sisters. And so this design is especially for her. So I have lint rolled this shirt. And I'm waiting for my heat press to come up to 350. I'm going to heat this, and then I'm going to fold it in the center so I can get my center point on this, which I probably don't need since I got quite a bit of designs on here. But I'm going to wait until the heat press get up to 350 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and pre-press the shirt, even though it's not at the temperature I need it. And I want to adjust the pressure as well. Okay, I think that's better. And I'm going to also do the bottom of it as well. We're going to get this up to 300. And I'm still waiting. It's at 300 right now. Okay, so I put the word Sister for Life. I think that looks good. It's almost at 350 degrees. And we're going to do this for 15 seconds. Just waiting on it to go up, but I think it should be good. Or maybe I had it. No, I do have it set for 350. It's just taking its time. Don't know why my machine taking so long. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this down, tack this down, and then I'm going to do the characters on this. I'm going to go for 300 and it's at 344. But I'm going to do it for 15 seconds. It's still going up in heat. But because I have to put the other rhinestone down, it's fine. So this is a hot peel. That's so pretty. And now I'm going to put the other characters on it. Okay. Do you think it looks good this way or straight? Let's see. If I do it straight, then I'm not going to be able to get everything on it because I have the clothing in the purse. So we're kind of going to do it that way. Let me see if I put the dress on it. Okay, so I have the two ladies on here. I think I'm going to straighten her out because she's straightened. So we're going to try to straighten her out a little bit. I think that looks good. We are going to go ahead and we're going to put a Teflon sheet on top of this. It is now at 350. And the reason why I put the Teflon sheet on it because I wanted to protect those rhinestones up there. 15 seconds on this. And we're going to do the shoes and the dress and the purse. Looks like one was turned over, so I got to get another stone to put up there. Didn't realize it was turned over. That's why I'm gonna have to check it. But yeah, one was turned over. I have to get another stone. Okay. Get this one off. Looks pretty. Let's go down there. Is it up here? I needed a topaz. That's where I needed that topaz. We are going to have the top. Okay. I'm gonna get another topaz, put it right here. I put it in the wrong place, but it's okay. Okay. On our pattern, we should be good. Wow, that is gorgeous. It's beautiful. That is beautiful. Yes. So guys, we have completed doing the rhinestone on a sweatshirt using Leonardo Design Pro. And so I think it actually turned out good here. We use Creative Fabrica, the fonts in Creative Fabrica. The ladies, I actually got these, I believe, on Design Bundle. If I'm not mistaken, I got this from Design Bundle. I have to check and see, but I think it turned out beautiful. And I think my sister is going to love it. I think she's going to love it. But yes, these are SS10 stones. The stones I purchased from Amazon. But there's several people on YouTube that actually sells stones as well. Check them out. One is Baby Booties. I actually purchased stones from her before. You can definitely go to her website. She does sell stones, rhinestones as well. And these I got off of Amazon. You can check on Amazon. I'll leave a link of stones that I purchased. And then also, if you like my teaching or like what I do, please, please, please join me on YouTube. This year, I'm starting off where I will try to come to you every week unless something drastic happen in my life, but I am going to try to do this every week. That's my resolution for this year. And then I'll be showing you other things that I'm doing. But I did purchase my Romeo, my Siser Romeo, and I'm learning how to use my machine. And I'm so glad I was able to do that. A lot of trials and errors, but I am learning. And what I do wrong, I will show you what I do wrong and correct it so you can do it the right way. With that saying, thank you so much to all my subscribers that have come back this year. I appreciate it. I'm going to be putting out more. Um, Also, to my newcomers, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. Um, if you like to see me do other things, please let me know. I have a Cameo machine back there, and I have a Cricut machine over there. And then my Romeo is over here. So if you like to see me do things on those machines, please let me know. I do a lot of crafting. That's why I changed my name to Crafting with the Queen. And I think that's it, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I will leave a link below of all the supplies that I use. Um, and until the next video, guys, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. I promise you, I'm gonna get more and more out this year. You guys have a great day. And again, thank you for tuning in. We will see you in the next video. Have a great day.